What's up everybody, it's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the New Balance 1906R or 1906D from the Refined Future Pack or Protection Pack in this white and Turtledove colorway. So the Refined Future or Protection Pack is one of New Balance's most successful styles of shoes, which originally debuted with the 2002R a couple years ago, and then they've adopted that ripped up layered look onto the 1906R. So officially on the box, they call it the 1906D, which I believe stands for distressed, and these released here in Canada a couple weeks ago. They retailed for a price of 220 Canadian dollars, and I believe the equivalent US price is 170 US dollars. And the official colorway for this shoe is white, Turtledove, and crimson, and the style code is M1906DE. So my first impression when I saw this shoe is that it really reminds me of the Prada Nike Air Max 1, in a very similar color scheme of white and cream. So if you're someone that does not like to wear Nike shoes, then I think this is a very solid alternative that has a similar look and feel. So diving into the details of this shoe, the base layer of the sneaker is constructed out of an off-white colored mesh. Right above this in the center holding the laces, we have the synthetic leather layer with the New Balance logo stamped on in silver. And then overlaid on top of the toe cap, you'll see we have three different layers. So the very bottom layer is this very light gray suede, and this is a genuine suede. And then overlaid on top of this, we have a genuine white colored leather, which is also done in that similar ripped up looking style. And then on top of this, surrounding the front toe cap, we have another layer of white leather. So you can see how this leather covers the sides of the toe box as well. And then moving downwards, we have more layers of suede, along with the same white colored genuine leather. For the middle two eyelets, we have these off-white colored woven straps, and this extends through the New Balance N logo on the mid panel. So this is what New Balance calls their N-lock technology, which essentially means that when you tighten up the laces, these two straps help to lock in and contain your foot, giving you more of a secure feel and lockdown. And then above this, the top three eyelets are covered in a genuine layer of white leather. Moving downwards, we have more layers of a mix of suede and genuine leather. And then sticking out the lateral side only, we have a layer of synthetic leather, and here we have 1906D branding pressed on in silver. And then wrapping around the heel of the shoe, we have an off-white colored TPU heel cup, which gives you added structure and support for the back end of your shoe. Pressed into the center, we have NB branding in silver, and then beneath this, we have more of that off-white colored mesh once again. As far as the laces go, so these only come with one lace option, so they don't give you any other alternatives. And they're just your normal flat style lace in white. Underneath this, we have a slightly padded tongue, and it's covered in that same mesh that covers the majority of the upper of the shoe. Running down the tongue, we have the synthetic leather strip, and here we have New Balance running branding, which is done in a mix of silver and crimson. The back of the tongue and the inner liner of the shoe, this is covered in a mesh liner, which has a bit of a bluish tint to it in real life. And then as far as the insoles go, these come with a pretty well padded Ortholite branded insole, which gives you a good amount of cushioning and softness. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this full length Absorb and Absorb SBS foam midsole. So the midsole is painted in white on the top of the forefoot, but the majority of the rest of the midsole is given this vintage looking cream color. We do have this energy branding here, which is painted in crimson, and in addition to Absorb and Absorb SBS, we also have New Balance's energy technology, which is there for shock absorption and impact protection on the heel, and this is visible with these gel-like pillars found on the lateral heel. Finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, we have the triangular shaped traction pattern on the forefoot, along with these horizontal grooves to give you added flexibility, and underneath the rubber, we have this beige colored TPU shank plate, which is what New Balance calls their stability web technology, and this is there to help with torsional rigidity and mid-foot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair, and for those wondering about sizing, my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, meaning when I go to a sneaker store, step on a Brannick device, I'm actually a size 10 in between a D and an E width. So I got these in my true size, which is a size 10, which is what I normally wear in other silhouettes, for example like the 2002R, the 860 V2, along with some made in UK models like the 990 V2, 997, because I find that those two specific models have a bit more of a narrow toe box. I also go true to size in a lot of made in UK models like the 1500, 991, and 1530. So getting these in a size 10, it fit me really nicely in a slightly snug way. Specifically around the toe box area, it ran ever so slightly more narrow, so I feel like if you have more of a wider foot and you don't like more of that snug one-to-one fit, you might be better off going up a half size, whereas if you have a narrow or normal width foot, true to size should be perfectly fine for you. Moving on to the comfort, so I've said this before in past reviews, but the 1906R, because it utilizes the same tooling as the 860 V2 and the 2002R, all three of those models are extremely comfortable underfoot. What I love most about this silhouette is that it feels very well balanced. So it gives you a good amount of softness and squishiness underfoot, but it doesn't compromise support whatsoever. So this is just one of those silhouettes I can wear for hours and hours on end. If, for example, I'm going on vacation, or if I just know I'm going to be on my feet for many hours within a day, then this is a very solid option to wear. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality really surprised me. When I first saw the product images online, I expected these layers to be pretty much all synthetic. However, seeing these in real life, I was pleasantly surprised that they actually utilize genuine leather and suede throughout the upper. And while there still are layers of synthetic materials, I felt like overall the material quality, especially for a made in Asia New Balance shoe, it felt above average. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, I thought my pair was pretty solid. The stitch job was really good, the panels were cut in place consistently, the paint job was good as well. No loose threads that I could see. So all in all, I was really happy with how these turned out. And like I said before, I was pleasantly surprised with getting these in hand. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. If you're looking for a very clean, very simple, very versatile shoe to wear this summer, this is a very solid option. I know there's some fatigue surrounding the 2002R, so this being slightly different being a 1906R silhouette, I think it gives people the break that a lot of people want. And I know it is very similar because it utilizes the exact same tooling as the 2002R, but the upper of the 1906R has a bit more of a performance or tech-oriented feel and vibe, whereas the 2002R, sometimes it looks a bit more formal and more of that classic casual shoe look. And from the last time I checked, these are pretty much sitting across all stores, online and in-store, so I would not be surprised whatsoever if these were eventually marked down and discounted for a decent price. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this white and Turtledove colorway of the New Balance 1906R or 1906D from the Refined Future pack? Are you a fan of the look of this shoe? Is it something you could see yourself wearing? Are you waiting to grab these for the right price? Leave a comment down below and let's talk about it. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and hopefully I helped you make a decision on this pair. Thank you for the continued love and support, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.